In how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Grid Autosport, and we're gonna be starting with what the game calls a Grand Slam. I don't know exactly what it consists of, but it's supposed to be what appears after being a certain level on every discipline.
Welcome back, Gabby. Take a look at what championships you can enter.
Yeah, the championship I can enter is this one.
That's 10 seasons down. Let's focus on mastering a discipline. Wherever you feel you excel is the best place to make your
10
mark.
events. Well, they call it a grand for a reason, I guess.
Obviously serious about this season.
Oh, and
They
here
need
it
you
doesn't
an offer
matter
to join
what
their
you
team.
pick, they are all the same reward. Well, in that case, I'm going with Racer, obviously. So what do we have here? So the first two are races, then you have time attack, then I'm assuming endurance, 2 races, time attack, race. Oh, so there are no drift shits. Okay, that's great. So we will have to go through every single event type, but thankfully, well, apparently not. But hopefully I'm not wrong. So starting with Hole Hatch makes sense. It's the slowest category in the game. Probably wouldn't prefer Okutama as the first track, especially the full version of this thing. That might be a problem.
Let's start as we mean to go on and get a result here.
Oh yeah, this is a street thing, so you can all qualify. That's weird that you can all qualify, but I don't mind.
You're in position 16, and your teammate is 15th on the grid.
Well, I don't mind, but at the same time, it's a little bit weird, isn't it? It is supposed to be a street category race happening on an actual circuit. Seems a little bit contradictory. Well, I guess the street thing is that the car is a street car. It's not supposed to be a racing car. It only looks like a racing car because of the livery. But it's just a Volkswagen, you know? It's the typical Volkswagen. This is the type of cars that I will see on the street. Like maybe this one has a specific engine for, you know, high performance or whatever, but it looks exactly like the thing you will see on the streets. That being said, how am I gonna get first here? This it doesn't seem like the guys at Raven West are here, or at least not the guys in first place. Is that Vorak or whatever you pronounce that is? It's not from Raven West as far as I know. I think. Perhaps. So my teammate... Okay, hold up.
I've asked your teammate
Push.
to fight for a higher position.
Hey, that's pretty sad. Like, we're gonna be having a Grand Slam, and obviously the only reason why I cannot win the team championship is because of my stupid teammate. Wait a second, that guy is from... The guy that is now in first, that is from Raven West, that Aaron Wesley. Well, and Nathan is also there. Okay, so we are not free from the Raven West guys. It's not a problem here, Nathan being in this position. I am just gonna overtake him quickly, but the issue is the guy that is in first. No one is gonna stop him, and he's gonna keep getting further and further. I'm not a fan of that. So this is a long ass race. Like 3 laps doesn't seem like much, but it's a track that is relatively long. But you also have to do it with the slowest category in the game, you know? Okay, so...
Good first lap. Keep pushing to the front.
Yeah, well, I mean... I don't know about this. These 2 guys look pretty far to me. Like... quite far. Not to mention that I will have Nathan constantly harassing me as well. So yeah, it seems like it will be a 3rd place. I cannot imagine. I mean, there is still a large amount of race left, but makes me think that it's not gonna be enough no matter what.
Your event rival is near the back of the pack.
Well, I guess if you just look at my event rival, then yes, I'm doing super well, but... Yeah, those two guys are... Well, they could bother each other. Okay, let's do that again. I mean, the other problem is that this track has some corners that are pretty rough for a car like this. Like, a car like this cannot do that much. It does what it can. But what it can is not much, really. Ah, fuck. I actually damaged the engine there. But it's even harder here not having someone ahead of you to follow the path, because I can calculate these corners well with a car that can steer a little bit better than this, but this one really cannot do much. So these are 10 events, so getting third place here is no big deal, as long as Aaron doesn't keep winning. Okay, ideally, you will want to just get first. Don't know if letting Nathan overtake and taking his slipstream, I don't think that will change much. I mean, it should, but it probably won't. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, like I'm not getting any closer to him. Well, to them. Here I cannot just blame the Raven West guy, there's also the... well, I don't know what team Ryan Thompson is from. Probably the Kicker team or something. And I think that after Raven West, Kicker is the one that gets the second places. So it's gonna be, I mean, a 7-minute race, I think. Almost as much as what the game considers an endurance. Pretty wild. It's what happens when you put a slow-ass street car into a full-length circuit. It's also one of the first times that the game uses, like, the full-length version of a circuit instead of a fragment. Ah, fuck. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I mean, honestly here, if I would have restarted and would have tried to take the lead early on, maybe I would have won this, but it's already too late. Like, restarting this will take quite a long time. Well, look at the right side, my teammate didn't finish. Well, I mean, the race is not over, but doesn't look like he's gonna finish in last place, so that's very good. Props to him. Will be nice if you help me a little bit more with the points, but it's okay. You did your best. Well, I did my best too. After all, like, I'm 10 seconds behind this, all like the second and the first place. That's very bad. Also, how is it going, Mr. Daytona?
Well done, you beat your event rival.
She's here doing the Grand Slam, which are apparently 10 events.
Teammate in the driver standings.
Oh, Monster Energy is the one that Ryan Thompson is from. Interesting. Then Yeah, we are not doing very well on the team standings, but... Oh, and the discipline that gets rewarded is the one that the car belongs from. Are you liking this game? Yeah. I mean, it's a simcade. I usually like simcades. What I don't like is that some disciplines repeat the same race twice in a row for absolutely no reason, but I feel like that's the biggest weakness it has. Okay, I need to qualify on this one. That's what I dislike the most, but aside from that, I think it does a good show. And well, the fact that you can qualify is also pretty nice compared to the previous game where... Well, the previous and the first game that you had to start from the back. And sometimes the fastest driver started first and there was no way you will reach him. Well, here you can qualify to prove yourself. So that way, that's not an excuse. Well, except for the street category. I don't know why in the street category you cannot qualify, but... I guess... Maybe it's more informal, so... Now, the problem is that this is Brands Hatch. Last time in Brands Hatch I did pretty badly these corners. Though here you can kinda do them full speed with this car. I think maybe my issue was with the Aston Martin because it was... Okay. No, they are still hard. But yeah, the Aston Martin definitely made them harder for being way faster and also having tire wear. So I guess this time this should be a fast lap. But let's see how fast. Well, decently fast. Probably not gonna end up being first. Oh, it actually nice. It actually is first. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but I guess we do. Nice. Well, keep in mind that in touring, the second race is inverted grid, so it's only gonna be first here.
You're on pole, and your teammate is 15th on the grid.
Yeah. I guess I'll...
Back. At the moment, you're second in the standings.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'll be the one that takes the pace, but this guy already wants to take the lead and dictate the pace himself. Though, pretty shameful that despite having the clearly faster car, this guy still did not win the qualify. Like, come on, dude. How did you not get pole position? Like, you Raven West cheaters should be winning everything. But I guess that's why you're not winning, because at the end of the day you're just cheaters. And cheaters never win. Never mind the fact that I have a button that rewinds time whenever I want to. Well, to be fair, it does it whenever the game wants to. But it's fine. Okay, that corner is the worst. That's the one corner I will lose speed every time. What are you playing this on? This is the PC version. It's the... If I'm not mistaken, I mean, it is the Steam version. Just that obviously doesn't connect to any of the Steam servers because they are supposed to be close. You know? It's at least enough to play the single player mode. And the game works well. So... Well, you know that sometimes what happens is... And I see that it does happen on stream as well, that for a very fast instant there is something that flashes on the screen, like an old frame, but it happens every once in a while. I think and that also happened, by the way, with the previous game. So it might be something weird about the game engine, maybe related to the frame rate, since my monitor is 180 Hz and I'm running the game at 60 frames per second. Maybe it doesn't like that disparity. That might be something with PC. Yeah, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if it was a big deal, I wouldn't be able to play after all. But yeah, it's... like, I guess it can be distracting. Like, see, for example, there. Don't know if you saw it, but the screen flashed very quickly in like with a frame that wasn't the current one. But it's whatever. Like, it's annoying, it would be better if it wasn't there, but it's not like it's actively making the game unplayable. It's just slightly annoying, but I accept it. I mean, after all, the fact that I'm just playing this game with the fact that it is not being sold anywhere, well, anywhere official, of course, it's a blessing in itself, you know? Like, I cannot complain. On Xbox One, yeah. You know, it most likely, as I say, like, if I had to take a wild guess, it's related to frame rate. And the fact that I have a high refresh rate monitor and playing the game at only 60 frames per second, maybe that's what it doesn't like. I could try increasing the frame rate, but in my experience, that doesn't tend to be a good idea. Maybe nothing happens, in fact nothing bad happens and probably I fix the issue, but I'd rather not try. So we're gonna go into inverted grid now. Yeah, my teammate fucking sucks, I know, but Racer, you've had like 10 seasons to give me a teammate that doesn't suck balls. What happened? Oh yeah, I gotta tell my teammate to defend. Yeah, like, we already know as I always say, the teammate is not gonna get any better position, so you should stay there, block everyone that tries to overtake, and that's it. That's a job well done. But just stay there. Don't worry about the other guys. They are gonna be fine on their own. Your team here, basically, second is the maximum position it can get. And if you get second, you should consider yourself lucky. But yeah, trying to get first will require the top team, that is usually Raven West, like they always are. They will need to do badly, because otherwise it ain't happening. But yeah. At the same time, I don't really care about winning the team championship. Yeah, Raven West, they are the top dogs, because that's how they were in the first grid game. In the first grid game, they weren't only the favorite of the game, they were the favorite of the announcer. Like, anytime you were in a race with Raven West and they won, the announcer was like, well, Raven West won, nothing we could have done, right? Like, the amount of dick sucking that the announcer does to Raven West is insane. Thankfully in this game they don't do that. Though you can still tell that they are like the best team, just like they were in the first game. But yeah, at least here the announcer mostly just tells you to focus on your rival. Though your rival most of the times is a shover. Only sometimes you get your rival to actually be someone close to your tournament standings, but that tends to happen after multiple races. As soon as the championship starts, your rival is like the biggest shover on the grid. Well, sometimes it's hard to tell if your rival or your teammate is the bigger shover, but basically it's one of those. They are absolutely terrible, horrible even. But yeah, it's fine. Oh, and I'm personally playing on hard difficulty. I tried very hard when I was testing the game and it didn't look like something doable. Like it was way too hard. So I had to stick with hard. And as you could see on the previous race in Okutama with the Volkswagen, I couldn't get anything higher than third. And I was far from the second and first place by 10 seconds. So imagine if instead I was playing on very hard. That would be crazy. Sometimes I'm tempted to switch to very hard for one race, especially in races where everyone has the same car and there cannot be any advantage of that kind, but I don't think it's a good idea. It's brutal. I think that it's because this game, like, if you want to do the top of the top, you gotta be good with a steering wheel. Like, if you're just a casual like me using gamepad, that's not happening. Or you will have to practice an insane amount, but I think it's mostly intended for those people that use a steering wheel and, well, obviously manual transmission. Like, that way the AI, even in very hard, probably is not that hard to beat, but for a casual like me, it's a different story. But yeah, that's the beauty of Simcades, that it appeals to both ends. Well, it appeals to both ends, assuming it's well made, and this one is well made. Again, my biggest gripe with this game is the fact that it makes you repeat the same race twice in most cases, but it's whatever. Oh, we went to level 5. Nice. Okay, so this is a time attack. Well, yesterday I did pretty well in time attacks. Wonder how it's gonna be now. Hopefully it also goes well. Maybe. Wait, what car is this? Oh, this is the Nissan Silvia. This is a beautiful car. But then again, any Nissan sports car from the 90s is pretty. And I guess that applies also a lot to regular Japanese sport cars in general. But and Nissan has a super good selection. Also, you know, YouTube is saying so much dumb shit lately. Like, it's saying, like right now on the control panel suggestion, the audio stream current bitrate of 0 is higher than the recommended bitrate. Like, what are you even saying, dude? Like, how do you take your meds? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I think that it tells that when it doesn't detect that there's any sound coming out of the stream. But like, what even sort of error message is that? Like, the audio bitstream is 0 and it's higher than recommended. Like, what? And it's not like this is something new. Like, I wouldn't mind if this was like one little bug and, you know, they will fix it eventually. This is an error I remember seeing 5 years ago. Like, they never fixed it. Just that sometimes it doesn't appear for a while, but like, what's your problem? You know? It's like, you would think something as popular and high profile as YouTube will not have months-old bugs like that. Seems it does. Because it doesn't seem like I'm winning this one here.
You've got a second on Aaron Wesley.
Wait, where do you say that is Aaron? Is the second place most likely. Now that's an issue because this is gonna affect the rest of the...
If you can make up a second, you could gain 3 places.
like, it's gonna affect this whole lap. That's bad. Also, the guy behind me is one of the Raven West guys, I think. 'Cause, I mean, otherwise he wouldn't be getting this close to me. There's still one more lap to go, so even if this one is not first place, it should be fine.
You're half a second slower than the lap leader.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is a track with lots of straights, so I don't think my car can do much. It's pretty clear that, you know, the Raven West guys, anytime that there is a car, or rather a category that can have different cars, they always have the fastest one.
If you can make up a second, you could gain 3 places.
Yeah, dude, wait, did that guy crash? Or maybe he finished his event. Like, that was the final lap for him. Yeah, that makes sense. But he's still going, so I don't know what he did. Weird. Well, who cares? Not my problem. The good thing is that he gave me slipstream where it mattered. What's your favorite discipline? Street. But mostly, not because I like street races, but because it tends to be very straightforward. Like, you basically don't need to do 2 races at once, right? And you also don't need to qualify either, and that tends to be enough for most cases. So yeah. Oh shit! Actually won. But yeah, I was out to say that as a discipline, like as I guess the way the event is structured, I prefer that one. If you tell me, or rather if you ask me which car I prefer to drive so far, I will probably say touring cars. I like the way touring cars drive. I just don't like the fact that they do 2 races on the same track, even if the second one is inverted grid. But I would prefer if there was just no other one. But at the same time, I still haven't seen the faster car. Well, in fact, the fastest non-Formula car that I've seen is this one that you're seeing right now, the Aston Martin that is used for endurances. Whew, that wasn't a penalty somehow, nice. So, one thing at least, you know, I investigated the way that Formula 3 works. So in Formula 3, in real life, they actually do have 2 races. It's just that the first race is supposed to be a sprint race, which is like a shorter race, and then the second one is a full-length race. In this one, they are the same length, but that's because they are already short to begin with. But yeah. I personally understand why they will have 2 races, but at the same time I obviously would prefer if it was only one. Yeah, that's one of those things that you can certainly make it more practical, since, you know, it's a video game and it's a simcade. Like, you don't need to put the 2 races, just put one and it's fine. Yeah. That's the you know, that's not the way it works. But it's fine. So, yeah, first place. I think in endurances getting first place is the bare minimum you want, because the real challenge is not the position, but rather surviving. Like, especially the tires need to survive.
Good performance. You're top of the standings.
How the hell is that not a penalty? What the fuck? I did it in the qualifying, I did it again here, and it's not a penalty in either. That's also not a penalty. Yeah, pretty wild. It's not a penalty.
Aaron Wesley is in third place.
Well, see, for example, this is what I was saying earlier, that eventually these guys, like your rival is someone that is not a shover. In this case, it's one of the Raven West guys, but.
To push for a higher position.
By the way, the endurance discipline, I also like the idea. I mean, it's the only one with tire wear, so I think that that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think I just prefer touring car because they are the ones that are the easiest to handle. Like, as you might probably notice, every time that I am in a corner with any car that is not a touring car, I need to, like, very quickly use the accelerator to exit a corner, because if I were to fully press it, I will spin out. And I don't have the TCS enabled, because I mean the preset difficulty here only has ABS as one of the racing aids, but the stability control and the traction control are disabled by default. And at the same time, when I was testing, it felt like having both the traction control and stability control didn't really help that much. Like, seems like you didn't spin out, obviously, but you understeer a lot, which makes sense, but it was pretty restrictive, or at least it felt pretty restrictive. So I think that only having ABS as a racing aid goes well. It's a good thing.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Yeah, that being said, I have... Ah, fuck. No penalty, don't worry. That's legal. I was about to say that the Raven West guys are making sure I don't get too far. The Raven West guys are hungry. That was too bad. That sucks. I tried to flashback, by the way, and I couldn't. Didn't let me. It's okay, don't worry. I'll recover the position. I take a while though, because it's 2 positions. Don't worry, nothing that the good old dive bomb cannot solve. Starting to slide a lot here.
Okay, Gabby, we're in a good position to hit the target.
Might be in a good position, but I don't like seeing Nathan in front of me. So I don't think it's a good position. See, now it's a good position. I just had to recover the position. So how is it going further away? Here, battling it out. With some very worn tires. In fact, no, it's fine. I mean, they will survive until the end, but they are gonna be fully tomato red. It's not gonna be nice. And it's the rear ones, which means that you will lose control. You will lose control very badly on the final laps. Gonna head out for now. Good luck on this game. Thanks. Have a good one, Daytona, and thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of the night. In my case, I will at least try to get to the end of the Grand Slam. I don't even know what event I am in right now. Probably the 5th one. I think I might be halfway through. Shit. And this corner is... it's hard. Though I haven't seen open wheel yet. Like, we've seen street being the first category. Then it was touring car. Then it was tuning. Okay, maybe the next one will be Formula. But I thought this was the 5th event. Maybe it's the 4th one. So I'm actually further than I thought. Oh well. Well, and one of my tires is now tomato red. Well, I only need to survive like one more lap. That should be more than enough. Okay, now both of my rear tires are completely red. Well, one of them will go below. Ah, fuck. Maybe it also struggles with the braking. Like, since it doesn't have the same grip to the ground, it cannot brake as well. Ooh, and now it's blinking. I thought tomato red was the last thing, but no. No, that's... ah, fuck me. Well, at least that was pretty fucked up, but... damn it. Yeah, I lost to the rival. Though nothing happens if you lose to the rival, apparently. I guess it's just not a good look, but... yeah, at that point my tires were dead. Cannot do much. Well, I could have not spin, but I didn't. So yeah, I was right. You get open wheel now. So yeah, now it's the halfway point. Though the annoying thing here is the fact that it's the same race twice. That's very annoying. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh wait, this is the... this is supposed to be Circuit of the Americas, but... it's the... it's like a half variant. Ah, damn it. Okay, hold up. That cannot happen. That's an interesting chicane. A triple chicane. Hey, I don't even know what... Really. I don't even know what happens when you don't beat your rival, because you can still keep going to the next phase. Maybe you get less experience or something. It's a little bit odd. So I don't think this is gonna be... Oh, maybe damn. After that penalty, that's still enough for first place, really. Well, it's because the other guys have not finished a lap yet, but... Seems that it still might be a decent time, perhaps. Actually, that wasn't enough. It's a 4th place. 4th place tends to be the case every time I do Formula. Yeah. And Raven West, of course, at the top as always.
You're in position 4, and your teammate is 15th on the grid.
Well, I should be able to beat this guy now.
To the top of the standings.
Yeah, the problem is that it's gonna be probably pretty free now, getting to the lead like that. Yeah, I guess it is a shame that, at least to me, the open wheel category is by far the most lame one. Really sucks, because I mean, I like formula cars, but the fact that you do the same race twice, and the fact that despite being a formula car, you don't really, you know, you don't really have to avoid the opponents too hard, because physics, like the physics just make it behave like it was a touring car anyways. I gotta say, this one probably is the lamest category in the game.
First lap, you're in 2nd place.
It is a shame, but it is what it is. Well, not to mention, I don't even know if this one will, like, differently from the other categories where there most likely will be faster cars later on. This one, if it's just Formula 3, it will be Formula 3 until the very end. You know?
Aaron Wesley is in 3rd place.
Yeah, he's right behind me. Let him stay there, you know? He's better when he's behind me. I was expecting that. And that. I mean, a track like this, getting penalties is very, very easy. Also, we haven't seen Mount Panorama yet. Does that only appear in like in the later events or what? Because it feels to me that this game also has the same flaw that the first game kinda had, that some tracks were completely underrepresented while other ones were repeated a lot. Yeah, the fact that we haven't seen Mount Panorama yet is a good example of that. I would like to see it. I also would like to simply see like faster categories, you know? In fact, you know, I guess if I go to the, like, after this Grand Slam is done, like, the next category, well, the next category, no, the next season that I play, probably should pick one of the ones that come, like, afterwards. Like, that are probably, like, that have been unlocked by being level 5 or something like that, I don't know. It could be. Yeah, I simply just wanna, like, I mean, not here, because there's probably not much faster than this Formula 3, but in the other categories I wanna use faster cars. Because I already know they are there, I mean, well, in fact, I know that, judging by the intro, like, there are even Le Mans prototypes in this game. Yeah, but do I even get anything by beating the rival? I feel like you don't get shit. Unless it's like a sponsor objective, maybe. But I don't know.
I've asked your teammate to push for a higher position.
It's not just Le Mans prototypes, like, I'm pretty sure I also remember seeing, well, I remember seeing the Pagani Huayra in I think it was supposed to be the street, like the street category, I think it was. Well, in fact, the introduction said from hot hatch to hypercars. So they are gonna appear at some point, it's just I don't know when that at some point is gonna be. Would like to see it, but so far I've seen the same cars in every season that I enter. Like, if you enter touring cars, you see, well, the touring cars. Well, and that's the thing, that one, if the whole category is supposed to be TCR, like, you're not gonna have faster cars. Like, unless you switch to a faster category like GT3 or something like that, it's just gonna be those cars until the end. Same with this and the Formula 3 car, like, it's just not gonna change. But I will assume that Endurance, for example, will show Le Mans prototypes at the end. The tuning ones, probably, you know. But I will assume that for the tuning ones, it wouldn't be a surprise to see something like the Chevrolet Corvette C5, I think is, or C6, one of those. Probably even the Nissan Skyline that we still haven't seen in this game. And then for the street ones, well, probably Pagani, Koenigsegg, and all those ultra luxury ones at the end, but they haven't appeared yet, you know? It's always been the slowest so far. But and they are also not appearing in the Grand Slam, but I'm not surprised by that, because the Grand Slam is simply supposed to be like a combination of everything you've done so far, so they are just gonna do they are just gonna be the slower ones. Okay, one more.
You set the fastest lap this race.
So this is the second race, yeah, it is. So after this we're probably gonna move on to street or something, right? Though at least I hope that the next street event in this Grand Slam is not with the hot hatch, though it probably will be with the hot hatch. We will see. Maybe there is a surprise. Also, despite telling my teammate to push, he's in dead last. Okay.
Wesley will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
And I think that here, now that I play like every discipline in a row, I think that I can definitely conclude that the open wheel one is unfortunately the lamest. It's a shame because, like, as I say, I love Formula cars, but they really didn't do it like a favor in this game to the Formula category, or well, the open wheel category, if you want to call it that way. So unfortunately we do have hot hatch again, but like, this is what I don't understand, dude. You do the street car thing in a racing circuit.
You're in position 16.
At least the guys, like, I think the way it works is that
Wesley have put some distance.
it's an inverted grid, like from the tournament standings, which is the reason why I start last, and so do the Raven West guys. Though that makes it even more sad if in Okutama Raven West started last and I still lost so badly like I did. At least the two Raven West guys are behind me.
I've asked your teammate to try and hold their position.
Yeah, and let it... I mean, you will have to hold the Raven West guys. Good luck with that. Also, by the way, this is that one track that I say that it look a lot like a Gran Turismo track. Is that exact same one but in reverse? And that's something that I... Oh, fuck me. But at least the flashback worked. It's pretty lucky. It actually worked exactly when I wanted it to work. But I was out to say, this game, even official like circuits like Mont Panorama, like that one also can do in reverse. In fact, I mean, one of the tests that I did was in reverse Mount Panorama, and that's something that I usually don't see happening in a lot of other games, that they will allow reverse version of official tracks, but they do in this game. So it can be pretty exciting. I guess that's also a reason why the previous track looks so weird to me, because it was Circuit of the Americas, and well, it was supposed to be one of the halves, not the whole thing, but it still looked unfamiliar, even though I am relatively familiar with that track, so it probably was the reverse version and not the regular one. Got the lead. No, that's okay. Well, you will skip here. Well, the interesting thing about skipping there, no, here, it actually, the penalty made me slow down a lot, but so did everyone behind me. Now, the issue with that slowdown is that I made the Raven West guys get even closer. Yeah, in fact, Mr. Nathan is in second place right now. That's an issue. he's right behind me. Right there, in his Mini Cooper. Just there. It's fine. Just block him and you'll be fine though. Here I gotta be careful, guys. There is only one more flashback remaining. Only one. Not more than one.
You're leading. Hold on to it.
I'll try. Well, there's one more lap, then I thought that was the end. So yeah,
Ask your teammate to push for a higher position.
my teammate,
Fastest lap this race.
I think defending the second to last position is not the greatest idea. Why am I even worrying about my teammate? Dude, he's a lost cause. Nothing you tell him is gonna make him stop being shit, so... Alright, I survive. Wait, you're not gonna pass, mister.
You will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Even if you're not the Raven West guy, you're still not passing.
You don't get closer than that. That's a win.
Yeah, and I will assume that at this point, unless I start performing super badly, there is no way I cannot win the driver's tournament. Alright, so this is another time attack. I'm assuming it's again with the Sylvia probably, and it's in Okutama, but the short version. Okay. Oh, I'm not a fan of this track, but didn't I already have a time attack here, and it went well?
You're top of the standings.
Yeah, we had a time, either a time attack or a race. It probably was a time attack. I did it with the S2000 and it went well. It was a good thing, so... Well, I don't know if the Nissan Silvia will be good enough too, hopefully. Damn. I guess in that corner it didn't count as a penalty because it's way faster to... just not cut the track. Probably.
I've asked your teammate to push for a higher position.
I think the guy behind me is one of the Raven West guys. And he's doing pretty fast. That's pretty messed up, the fact that they put the fastest guy behind me just so he can pressure me more. Like, come on, dude. It's a little bit unfair.
You're 1 second slower than the lap leader.
Though on the right side, that also is worse for him because he's gonna have to slow down to avoid crashing me. Okay, I probably shouldn't break that much on that final corner.
If you could make up a second this lap, you could gain a good few places.
I'm not sure about that. It's looking bad, honestly.
seconds slower than the lap leader.
Hey man, I again brake a lot on this last corner. There's only one more lap remaining, so you only have one more chance.
If you can make up a second, you could gain 3 places.
Will this guy get in my way? It's kinda looking like it, right? It is looking like it. You make it easy for me. Okay, well, that was easier than expected, actually. It even kinda helped me do the corner. Very generous of you. Right, so on this final corner, don't brake. Is that what I'm supposed to do? No, it's not possible to not brake. Just don't brake that much, I guess. This might actually be a win. It will be a win.
Aaron Wesley will be replaying that over
Nice.
and over. Great win.
And that's the two-time attack events this Grand Slam has.
Great finish.
Like, the two of them I was able to beat them on the final race. Good stuff. Alright, so next one is touring cars. Well, see, right there it says category C touring cars, which means that there probably will be faster ones then. So I guess it's a matter of looking for them instead of replaying category C again, you know? That will be the idea. But that's after the Grand Slam is done. I wonder if that also means that we're not just gonna get access to faster car, but also to different tracks. I will appreciate that. Was close. No penalty. Wait, I'm 4 seconds ahead. Alright. Wasn't expecting that I was such a natural in this track. So, can someone beat me? No. That was a first. A very clean first. Well, I mean... It's the... I guess it's the expected thing.
Make sure you get ahead of Aaron Wesley and put some distance between you.
So, I haven't checked, and I probably won't check until the end of the career, but what the extra tournaments are, maybe they are even DLCs, because here, differently from the previous game where the DLCs were all cars that you could use in the career, here I will assume that since the cars are provided by the teams and you just pick the teams, that there are no DLCs in the career mode itself, so it's possible that all the DLCs are on the extra championships or something. Maybe.
Aaron Wesley is sitting in mid-pack.
I mean, I wouldn't say fourth place being in the mid-pack.
You have 2 seconds on Aaron
Like,
Wesley.
it's not the podium, but I don't know, dude. Fourth place, the mid-pack. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. Well, in Formula 1 there are 20 drivers, unlike the 16 that there are here, but I don't know. Like in Formula 1, fourth place will not be considered mid-pack.
Wesley is sitting in mid-pack.
But this guy keeps insisting that that fourth place is mid-pack. I disagree. I mean, you're one position away from the podium.
For a higher position.
I think that it's a little bit exaggerated.
On to lap 2. You've got an early lead.
Well, at least the Raven West guys are in third and fourth, but this Ryan Thompson, I mean, this Ryan Thompson is not the first time that he actually bests the Raven West guys. Well, maybe it's, well, he did that in the first race in Okutama with the street discipline, but he's doing it here again. Well, good stuff, Ryan Thompson. You're actually putting some pressure. What car are you even using? I think it's the Chevrolet. Might be. Probably.
Aaron Wesley has moved up to 3rd place.
So he's no longer part of the mid-pack, I guess. You officially level up.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Well, even in third place, he still cannot overtake Ryan Thompson. Ryan Thompson is wanting to. He's very hungry for the win. I wonder how much harder to drive the faster cars are gonna be. Because, well, maybe with touring cars it's not gonna make that big of a difference, but with the other ones it probably will.
Wesley and won the round. Keep it up.
Actually, now that I remember,
You're on track with your team target.
you know what, there was like one tutorial race at the beginning of the career mode that was done with an Audi and it was touring cars, so that's probably what comes after these cars.
And your teammate is 3rd on the grid.
These ones are Ford, Chevrolet and BMW, I'm pretty sure. So the Audi most likely is the following category. I was forced to go over the white lines there, to be fair.
Aaron Wesley is near the back of the pack.
Yeah. That's a very funny way to say that he's last place. You can just say his last place, you know. Okay, that was a rough hit, but I don't have any major damage yet. I think the damage is only in my brain. Oh, not really. I haven't really done many stupid things in this game. I feel like for the most part I'm driving in a very consistent and collected way, right? Not doing anything that will make me look like I'm more. I mean, sometimes I make mistakes, but they are just normal driving mistakes. No mistakes about doing the wrong thing, I guess. Because the penalties so far are pretty permissive. Well, not really. Like, you trigger a penalty easily. It's just that the penalties don't make you go too slow in most cases. That's what makes them permissive. Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Teammate, but I need to overtake, so can you let me overtake, please? And right now, surprisingly, he managed to keep that position simply by being in balance. I didn't tell him to defend or to attack, but I will be willing to bet that that's because Raven West has still not showed up. Once he shows up, yeah, that will be a different story. I think that, well, if you can hold on one more lap, that will be great.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Oh, he actually got second, nice. Maybe balance suits you well. Maybe.
Aaron Wesley is sitting in mid-pack.
This is what this guy says. The Raven West guys are in mid-pack, so yeah, not a big deal. So after this one comes endurance, right? I think. But I hope that in this endurance I don't spin out at the end, causing me to get third place. That would be nice. I don't know if it will happen or not. Come on. So here you can tell the fact that there is such a big distance between me and the second place that the fast guys have not gotten far.
We'll be replaying that over and over.
So my teammate surprisingly got second place. He was able to hold. Okay, well, I guess he wouldn't help himself. Well, but it's still pretty nice to see a third place on my teammate. So good show. I mean, if it wasn't for the inverted grid, you obviously wouldn't have done it. But hey. Oh, also, we don't get the endurance here, we get the formula first. Sure, whatever. I mean, I really feels like any of the open wheel races are full padding in the game. It's a shame that I feel that way, but I do feel that way. That wasn't very good. Yeah, as always, it's the eternal fourth place qualifying in open wheel. Just the way it works. It's fated to be that way.
Make sure you get ahead of Aaron Wesley and put some distance between you.
Yeah, starting fourth place doesn't matter with how quickly you get the position back. At least this is a super fast race, because
Great first lap, you're leading the race.
it's a short track and it's only 3 laps, so this is not gonna feel as long as some of the other ones, right? That's a relief. Ah, shit. No, that's fine, that's fine. Still surprised on how much these cars drift.
Set the fastest lap this race.
They drift quite a bit. That was super clean. To the point that not even the Raven West guys get close to me here.
Never any doubt, you've got the team target sewn up before the season's over.
Did we get the team target? Okay, sure. I mean, the team target was third place, wasn't it? So I guess mathematically we are guaranteed to be third. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Like, I don't really care either, you know. I'm just surprised that there was no one in the developer team that thought, hey, maybe we shouldn't do the exact same 2 races in a row for open wheel. Like, as annoying as touring car is by having 2 races, at least the second one is inverted grid. I mean, here there is no such a thing, you know? You start in the same qualifying position, so I really don't get the point. If I was able to win on the first one, I'll definitely be able to win on the second one. Not to mention that the 2 races count as separate points. It's not like the sum of results on the 2 races give you the win. So that makes it even more stupid that they are 2 independent races. Well, that was bad. That's fine. Okay. I agree. So there's only the endurance remaining. Should be fine. Well, should be fine as long as I don't repeat the same shit as last time, but... oh, it's in Spa-Francorchamps, so that's the first time that we actually drive here. Took them a while to use this track, I guess. You know, Spa-Francorchamps at night time, though. But that's fine. I mean... This was a track that I play at night time in Need for Speed Shift 2. Oh wait, it's in reverse? No way. That's a little bit odd, don't you think? That you start... like the first time you use this track, you use it in reverse. I mean, that's a problem because, yeah, I'm not familiar. I mean, yeah, I can imagine how this track is in reverse, but then pretty odd to me. Again, especially since it's the first time we see it. I was gonna say that compared to Need for Speed Shift 2, it's like it's way easier to see. In Need for Speed Shift 2 you will barely see shit. Like you kind of have to rely on your memory of the track to not have an accident. But it seems like just like in the other endurances, this will be completely free to qualify first, most likely. This is gonna be the longest straight into. Wait, how is it our rush in reverse instead of being an uphill, it's a downhill? Wait, but that's very dangerous. You don't wanna do this in reverse. Okay, it could have been worse, honestly, but that's still very messed up. I mean, there is a reason why you don't drive this in reverse normally. Yeah, that was first by probably quite a lot. Like a second and a half. I'm not sure why the AI really sucks at qualifying in endurance. Not sure what's the idea, but they do suck.
You're doing well enough. You're top of the standings.
Yeah, I'll do well enough. Well, even if I get last place, I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to win anyway, so doesn't really matter. I guess it will be nice, out of respect for this circuit, to get into a good position. That's one thing that I certainly gotta say, that Need for Speed Shift 2 did the nighttime events way better. Okay, I keep doing that too fast.
Aaron Wesley is in second place.
Ah, shit. Huh. That's good teamwork from you. Like blocking me so I couldn't get to your teammate. I will get to your teammate. Now the issue here is that we're gonna have the... well, not yet, but when the long straight comes, I'm gonna fall behind. Well, it comes after this chicane. So yeah, here I'm probably gonna get overtaken, right? This is a long straight where the fastest car wins, and I'm pretty sure they have the faster car. And not to mention the slipstream. Ah, fuck, that's bad. Okay, don't worry, we can do it again, but yeah, like, this thing, doing our rush downhill is... okay, that's very bad. Oh, I actually got total. That's the first time that happens. Pretty cool. So here, what will it say? Well, you can replay, but nah. I guess restart, but this is gonna be a pain in the ass, this race. Like, because this is not a track that was made to be done in reverse, dude. Like, it certainly isn't. Well, no track has been done to be done in reverse. I think, well, there are some exceptions. I think that oval tracks do officially have reverse versions. But yeah, it's, I guess, a special exception. The tracks like this one were certainly not intended to be racing this way. I mean, I kinda welcome it because it means more variety, especially in one of these endurance events where, you know, controlling your car is already hard. I feel like this should have been better as something that happened later in the game,
Second place.
where you already had Spa-Francorchamps in the regular version a couple times, but it's fine. I mean, I don't need to win, I could just simply get 4th place,
Second place.
or worse than that, and still win the championship. Okay, that was not good for my tires. I still think the big problem here is doing our rush here. Very fucked up to do this. I mean, doing any corner like that while doing downhill is pretty evil, because you cannot tell where you're going. But you need to be precise, because it's a technical corner. It's something that needs some skill to go through, so not being able to know where you're going seems... well, I mean, seems no, it is a dead trap. It is essentially a dead trap. At least the good thing is that it's not a lap counter in this track. It's time based, because if it was lap counter, well, I mean, if it was 4 laps, it wouldn't be any, or wouldn't be much different from this. It will still, actually, it will be longer if it was 4 laps. Because every lap is taking like 2 minutes and... well, and almost a half. That's very bad. Okay, I'll take the penalty. Oh, there was no penalty, really. Well, I guess there was no penalty because I did it slower. As you can see by the guys behind me, I did it way slower than them. That's bad, though. It's fine. I don't care. Just keep going like this. The flashback obviously didn't work. But yeah, this position is good enough. I guess it will also be... but I cannot brake. Like, I'm trying to brake, but I can't. So that's a big penalty, which makes sense, but... I'm trying to brake and I cannot brake. I don't know if it's because of my tires, but it's like I have to brake super early. It probably is because of the tires. That's part of the challenge of the endurance. And now all of my tires are orange. Pretty nice.
That's Aaron Wesley up ahead.
Well, these guys are also making mistakes. Well, Aaron is supposed to be my... and pretty nice. At least that time he let me do the flashback, but... That's pretty mean of you, Mr. Aaron.
Aaron Wesley is sitting in mid-pack.
Yeah, I mean, he almost killed me as well. Or rather, he did. I simply turned back the time. So it didn't happen. He's still an asshole. I wonder if my tires are... God damn it. If my tires are gonna be... Oh, there goes that. Blinking by the end of this. Oh, my direction is pretty fucked. It's going automatically to the left. Oh well. Okay, I cannot control this thing anymore. It's fine. I'll take this position because I simply know I will win regardless, so it makes no difference to me, and beating my rival is something that I'm pretty sure doesn't matter at all. Controlling this thing is starting to become a problem when the tires are fully gone. Like, there's not much you can do. Yeah, whatever. I'll take that. At least that will... That's the engine. Look at how nice it looks.
To hit your team target.
Okay, so I win by quite a lot. And the team as well. Okay. So what do I get here for winning the Grand
A
Slam?
lot of hard work has just paid off. That's your first Grid Championships win. That will see a great deal of interest in you for the
Yeah, here you level up every discipline. So we got first in the Grand Slam, and that's it. I expected more of acceleration, but I guess not. Also, we are pretty close to level 6. Well, the two... No, actually only the open wheel is level 6 here. Alright.
You've proven yourself to be a serious force in the world of autosport.
So,
You've been
the
invited to
question
compete in
here
your
is...
first Grid
Okay,
Championship.
from this
It's going
one...
to be a defining
So,
moment in your career.
as you can
Do
tell
your
here,
best.
for category C you have 3 of this, and this one is super long, but if you want to go to the next one, you go to this one. And it's the same idea in all of them. Like, basically you have one short, one medium, and one long one, and yeah, for each one. So I'll do this one then.
You did absolutely everything right last
So we
season,
still
so
have
a look at your
Racer.
choices going forward. Razer Motorsport are upping their game and have an offer you should consider.
Yeah, but this one gives me more experience. Oh, that's an interesting looking car. Holden. Well, and the Audi, I think that's the one that was there at the beginning of the game. Probably on the tutorial, I mean. Also, here if I can unlock the next category, I'll just go, like the next speed tier, I guess. I'll go to that one right away. Like, I'm not gonna do the ones that are in between, right? I find it better that way. So is this a pickup truck?
Extra championship
It
points
is.
for qualifying in first place.
Wait, why the fuck am I driving a pickup truck? Well, that's unexpected. Yeah, sure, why not, I guess. It's funny enough. Let's quite funny. This doesn't feel bad to drive though. I will assume that that's the case for anything that is part of touring car. Though it's certainly slower than the previous car. I'm assuming because it's not... Like, this is a different category in itself. Pretty weird one. Is it gonna be a pickup truck category? I thought they only did that in NASCAR. Maybe they do it here too. Okay. This... That wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Oh, and it's 6th place, really? Well, that means that there's more to overtake. Are Raven West still the top dogs? Yeah, of course. Why did I even ask that question? Obviously, they are still the top dogs. Why wouldn't they be the top dogs? Like, that's the only constant in this game. Raven West is always ahead. Also, yes, this is a pickup truck category. That looks pretty funny, honestly. So I didn't even know about this brand Holden. The first time I hear about it. Well, probably not the first time, but I didn't remember them. So they make pickup trucks. So, why do you even make pickup trucks race each other? Like, they are not made for racing. I mean, doesn't mean they cannot race, but I feel like if you're gonna go out of your way to modify a car, or well, in this case, a pickup truck to be fully modified for racing, like, why don't you just do that with a regular car, right? I mean, I will assume that that's simply American culture, like using pickup trucks to race. It just feels weird because it's like, I don't know. It's like trying to race with cargo trucks, right? They are not made for that, and yes, you can make them race, but why? I guess here is one of those things where the counter answer is why not, right? Yeah, I don't know, I just find it a little bit awkward. It's just a little bit.
One lap down and you're in third.
Not to mention that I feel that, I mean, it makes sense probably from an aerodynamic standpoint, but covering the back of a pickup truck makes it look so much more uglier. Because it feels like, I don't know, you're driving a... You're driving a coffin. So I think that penalty just costed me the race. Oh, they are 4 laps, so that's actually more than I think remaining, so it should be fine. Probably. So, as always, the Raven West guys, no matter how good you are, they still have the faster cars, so... Damn it, dude. Even with that, not only I didn't overtake this guy, but the other guy is also pretty far. God damn it, dude. Fucking Raven West. Why cannot you behave normally? I probably will get this guy. Like, if this was the final lap, no, I probably won't, but... I mean, I probably wouldn't. But having one more lap, I should be able to get him. It's still pretty messed up, the fact that they should give these Raven West guys the faster cars. Just because... What car is that? Oh, fuck. Wait, unless it's the same one I'm using, but that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, it looks like it's the same one I'm using. Why are you going faster? Because you're clearly going faster. I'm not just talking that you're doing the corners faster. You're clearly going faster on a straight. So, how is that possible? Are you cheating? Unless it's a different model, but no, I think it's the same one. Yeah, it is the same model. So unless this is one of those cases where they... Oh, they are just allowed to do that. That's probably too late. Yeah, that's way too late. Yeah, well, pretty nice. Well, do you want me to restart? No, I have a better idea. Actually, no, I don't have a better idea. That was so shitty, though. Like, I couldn't do anything. Well, if I was allowed to flashback when I feel like it, I would, but I wasn't. Oh, and that's so annoying. I really don't want to repeat this race, dude. Promise that right there. You know what? I'm killing these guys. I have decided... Not these assholes in front of me, I don't care about you. I'm killing the Raven West guys. You piss me off enough already. You piss me off way too much. Promise that was a big penalty. I don't know, the problem is that now I'm tilted, so I won't be able to race quickly. That's the issue. Like, I mean, how could I not be tilted after witnessing what I did? Anyone will be tilted. The fact that the... I just don't understand, dude. The flashback doing whatever the fuck it wants. Right there, after some very heavy insistence, it allowed me to flashback. At the same time, I don't think it's as easy for me to take them down as it is easy for them. Like, they can take me down super easily, but I cannot take them down easily at all. Like, I'm constantly pressuring them so they to take them out off track, but I can't. Like, it just doesn't happen. And not to mention, as you can see, they are simply faster. Okay, get the fuck out of here. I really wish I could make you crash and burn, but I can't. And since I cannot trust the flashback, I cannot even do that. Like, trying to do a very clearly aggressive attack to take them down, and if it doesn't work, just flashback. No, I cannot do that. Yeah, restarting this whole race was pretty lame. are you going? You know, again, I'm not satisfied with winning this. I want to kill these two assholes. But unfortunately, again, this and the previous games are not the type of games where the collision with the player ends well for the player. You will have to really hit them hard to take them out. I mean, one thing that you could do is brake on them. But that one didn't work as well as I thought. It's just that, as I say, I want to see them go down. Like, I already know I can beat you, that's not the issue. I just want to make sure you don't end in the podium. It's the least you deserve. Well, in fact, I can tell you that the next slow corner, I'm braking with your car. Yeah, no, that didn't work. That's pure karma. That's so frustrating, dude. Yeah, like, look at when the flashback decides to work. Alright, you know what? I'm doing this. No gameplay, graphics. Because at this point I gotta just test if... No, not here. Where is it? Video mode. I hope this doesn't crash the game, but... Well, it didn't crash the game. I guess. I think it didn't. Okay, so... Wait, but... Is the stream still working? Yeah, it is. Because sometimes when you change the graphics settings, it kinda gets fucked. Alright, 120 frames per second. Is that at least gonna make the flashback more consistent? Probably not. But don't lose anything for trying, I guess. Though, you know, the funny thing is that this doesn't look any different at all to me. Like, if you put this, like, you know, one next to each other, I wouldn't know which one is going at 60 and which one is going at 120. Like, I can't tell. Like, this doesn't look any more fluid to me. That's so odd. Maybe that option doesn't do anything. I don't know. As you could see there, the fact that I went straight for the Raven West guy and he didn't even flinch, but I completely spin. I don't think that you can willingly take the AI out. Like, they are just not gonna get moved from where they are unless you go all out, and at that point you're not gonna survive. It's so frustrating. You see, it's like even doing something like that, they still stay in place. It reminds me of the very classic games from, you know, the 90s or... Well, probably not the 90s, because here we're talking about 3D games, but like probably the end of the 90s. Well, no, actually, hold up. If we're talking about arcade games, there is Daytona. In Daytona, I'm pretty sure that you could not really throw the cars away. At least not in the first one. In the second one, you kinda could. But in the first one, you couldn't. So this is what it's reminding me of. Like, you hit an opponent, but it's like they are a wall. Like, you cannot, like, you know, throw them off. So, because here I already try, and I will say I try pretty hard, and it doesn't seem like it works. So I've been spending more time on this shit than I should have. When I say this shit, I mean this race. I should have gotten it on the first try. Yeah. It is what it is. Sorry for wasting time. But yeah, at least now I know that trying to take out an opponent is worthless. Even in positions where they will not be able to hold on, they still hold on. So yeah, you cannot take them down. At most what you could do is slow them down by blocking them. But that's simply because they themselves break. If they didn't break and they, like, their AI allow them to just hit you and take you out, like, they probably will just take you out like that. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Because you know that that's something that, well, I guess comparing any game to Gran Turismo is cheating, but pretty sure that even the first Gran Turismo game had opponents that you could hit and throw away, you know? I don't remember how Need for Speed, how it was. Need for Speed... no, I don't remember. And I didn't play them that long ago. Like, Most Wanted, could you take out opponents? I don't think you could. I think, in fact, Need for Speed is probably, for what little I remember, the best example of that. Of cars that just hold their line no matter what you do to them. That changes later on in the series, but in like the Black Bots era with Underground and Most Wanted, I'm pretty sure you could not take them down. Then after Criterion took over for a couple of games, you not only could do that, but you were encouraged to do that. Those were basically Hot Pursuit, like the remake of Hot Pursuit, and well, the remake of Most Wanted, well, and also Rivals. Rivals is actually the perfect example of a game where you are fully encouraged to take everyone down. But I guess that game is more special because you have, you know, you have weapons. So I guess a better comparison would be Need for Speed Shift 2. I don't remember about 2, ironically, but I remember in 1 you could very easily get rid of opponents. In fact, I remember in the final race of the first Need for Speed Shift game, I basically grabbed the first place from behind and basically kind of like a shovel, I raised him in the air and made him crash. And that's the best comparison to this game you have, because it's a sim cage just like this one. And I will assume that Shift 2 is probably not that different. This shitty ass race shouldn't have taken this long, but it was my fault. Well, not the first time. In the first attempt it was not my fault. The second one was my fault though. Oh, but unfortunately we have another one. Well, it's inverted grid, so it will be slightly different, but just very annoying. It's crazy how I don't notice any difference with the frame rate. I mean, I know that you won't notice any difference with the frame rate simply because, you know, he runs at 60 in YouTube regardless of what you do. But I don't notice any difference. at all. It really makes me wonder if it did anything. Maybe it didn't do shit. So at least I do hope that, I mean, it didn't do anything on my end, but I also hope it didn't do anything on the stream's end. Because you know that even if it looks fine by me, it might not look fine for the stream, and I wouldn't know until the stream is done, because yeah, the OBS preview looks fine, but that doesn't mean anything. Well, to be fair, I didn't look at OBS preview live. I mean, I saw it on the post menu. To see if there's actual movement, I didn't actually check. Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
Good start, hold the lead.
Surely. Well, another thing about this game and the game before, Grid 2, is that they cannot be captured in OBS by regular means. Like, game capture and window capture don't work, so I'm using desktop capture. Well, I think it's called screen capture. I don't like doing that, it's the only way to capture this game. So maybe if it is a screen capture, it will work no matter what. I mean, screen capture is the last resort. Like, essentially, if you cannot capture a game, no matter what, you will just capture the screen and well, I don't know exactly what method OBS uses to capture the screen, but I think it takes the feed straight from the video card. Like, whatever the video card sends to the monitor, that's what OBS shows, without any filters. So if that's the case, I will assume that whatever I see is the exact same that you see. Well, not the exact same because it goes through an encoder, but what I'm trying to say is that if I'm seeing the game being played, you probably are seeing the same thing. You never know.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
You know that technology is supposed to work, but if it wants to not work, it will be like that and not work. So it seems that the Raven West asshole is back here. You know, I probably should change what the control panel shows me, the YouTube control panel, because so many times it shows me no data when it's obviously not true, and it throws me off. Like, I have to pay attention because I see something changing and it might be something important to pay attention to, but it isn't. So it's so annoying when that happens. So since that information is not useful because it's false,
Final lap. Keep that lead intact.
I think I probably should just get rid of that screen. You're gonna take me out like you did last time, you sack of shit? I hope not. how long have I been in this track?
Rival is near the back of the pack.
It's probably half an hour, right? Like, I've been half an hour doing this shit. That's pretty sad. I mean, it could have taken like less than half of that if I was more careful, but no. Actually, that one should have been if I were more careful, right? Because it's a conditional. Well, whatever, let me out of here, please. I don't want to be seeing these shitty ass trucks again if possible. I probably will see them again. Well, it doesn't tell you what's the name of the car you're driving here, so I think it is the same one, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, and this one actually is like touring cars. It's supposed to be category B. It's on Brands Hatch. Wait, I guess I could check the preview now. You know, the preview works fine. So I gotta assume nothing bad well, it halves the frame rate there, but it's fine. It's because I'm like unfocused on the window. So I think that this is the same Audi that showed up in the tutorial. I guess we finally fulfilled the prophecy of the tutorial. Not to mention, wasn't it also in Brands Hatch? Maybe not, I don't remember. No, I think it was in Brands Hatch. Maybe the short version of Brands Hatch? I don't know. Like the one that goes forward here instead of steering left. I wonder if I'll lose all my time on these corners, like every single time. Hopefully not. Well, according to the partial time, I think I did well. Did I? Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I did well. Yeah, you get 4. That's fine. Though, how many laps are this? 3, 4? 3 laps. Okay, that's not that long, but they are 2 races, so that's the annoying part. Also, at this point I will assume that my teammate will never stop sucking balls, right? Because these are... like, I think it is supposed to be a higher tier team, but... doesn't really seem that the teammate is any higher tier himself, you know? Fortunately, the 2 Raven West guys are doing their thing now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna reach them at this rate.
On to lap 2. You've got 2 cars in front.
So you know, something that I forgot to check again is the upgrade thing. Because I would assume that that option about upgrades means something, right? Like at some point I will install an upgrade, but that's weird because that sort of upgrade stuff tends to be in games where you have like a currency and the upgrades cost money, but what is the point here? Not sure. Unless that's something that is more for multiplayer. What I do know here is that these Raven West guys, I don't think I can reach them. And that was a penalty even. And considering that it's 3 laps, it's probably even less possible to reach them. And if I do that, yeah, that's not happening. Well, considering I won the previous 2 races, it's whatever. Okay, but yeah, that, you cannot do that. Like, it's fine to fuck up a little bit, but not that much. I do wonder if I will get more consistent with the flashbacks, if it will actually work when I want it to work. It worked there, but I'm assuming it worked there because there was no one nearby, I don't know. I guess we've seen enough times that I'm just very bad at brands hatch in general. It just happens. That's a way to skip. But I still got the 3rd place, so it's fine.
Nice, you finished ahead of your event rival.
Yeah, but not ahead of the Raven West guys.
You're ahead of your teammate in the driver standings.
Oh, and here, if I don't beat the 2 Raven West guys, I'm not winning the championship. That's interesting. But I will, don't worry. How is this gonna look later? When the Raven West guys approach further. And more importantly, how do these guys do these corners? They don't seem to do it much. Okay, you know, some of them do them faster than me. I guess my issue is the corner exit or something. I probably enter the corner too fast and exit too slow or something like that.
On to lap 2, just one place to lead this race.
He's using the same Audi I'm using. I think that the Raven West guys are using another BMW, right? I think that's supposedly what represents them.
The fastest lap this race.
I was asking where my teammate was. I probably shouldn't have wondered. It would have been better to pretend that he doesn't suck, but you know, too late. I already saw his current position. Oh well, maybe he will stop sucking at some point. Unlikely. Unfortunately, this took way longer than it should have, but at least it's over now. It's because of those stupid-ass pickup trucks. They don't even belong in this touring car thing anyway, so...
Great win to finish off the season and hit your team targets.
For level 7 with touring car, the maximum level I think it's 9.
This discipline. It's only going
I think it's supposed to be level 9. No, actually it isn't. Well, it's not the maximum, but I don't know if you need to go all the way up.
Have a
Like,
look at the new open wheel championship you've been invited to.
no, I'll do endurance. I'll do this one. So this is a GT Group 1, and then the other one is probably when they are gonna bring the Le Mans
Do well for one team
prototypes.
and others start to notice. Monster Energy Racing are after a good result this season, so have a look at what they want from you.
No, these guys give me more. So it's the Honda HSB something. Well, the question is if it's gonna be 8 minutes or if it's gonna be more, considering that we are like deeper into this. Oh, I didn't pay attention how much it was, my bad. Alright, at least this is the regular version of Spa-Francorchamps. Not bad. At least here there shouldn't be any surprise. Well, one thing I can say is that this thing goes pretty fast. So keeping control with this while your tires are worn is gonna be an issue. I mean, here my tires are not worn and I can already feel that it's hard to control. And keep in mind that this is still not the fastest category. It could be way worse. I'm not that far from first place, so I guess the qualifying is not gonna be like I'm not controlling this car that badly after all. Seems that I'm doing well. Alright, so how good is this time? Well, good enough for first for now, but okay, good enough for second when the qualifying session ends. So, are we talking out 8 or 10 minutes in this endurance? 10 minutes. Oh yeah, all the upgrades. Well, see, that's the thing. It says upgrades installed 1 out of 1. But that's the thing, like, what is the point of upgrades in a game like this with no currency progression? Like, you're not the one purchasing them. It's so weird, unless it's like a way to handicap yourself. Why would you want to handicap yourself though? Well, I guess it's what I was saying earlier, that if you have a simulator setup and you use manual transmission and all of that, it's possible that even the very hard difficulty is too easy for you. So if you want an added challenge, I guess you could remove the upgrades. Maybe. So keep in mind here that the performance of your tires will get worse. Slowly but surely. So if it's gonna be 10 minutes, like, which is obviously more than last time, will you be able to make your tires last all the 10 minutes? Like, as I say, like, the tires probably have more resistance here for this category, right? Surely. I hope. Really? Oh, that one too. That was a very mean penalty as well. Well, looking at my tire health right now, when the minute 10 comes around, or like close to the end, I mean, like, the rear tires are probably gonna be blinking. Wouldn't surprise me. I haven't really thought about how hard this might be if you if you don't qualify. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that the two Raven West guys are always ahead. The fact that they are always ahead is what makes it impossible. Because like by the time you get to them, they are already too far away. Or rather, by the time that you get to third place, assuming you can even get to third place, it will already be too late. I also, you know, another thing that I find weird about this game is how they are sponsor objectives. So those sponsor objectives, like, it's not like you pick the sponsors, they are already in the game with the team that you join. So maybe they originally made this game to choose like the previous two games, have your own team, and then at the last time they like decided against it. Because that and the upgrades, like, I just feel that they make no sense. Also, then nice. By the way, I couldn't flashback there, so I don't think it's related to the frame rate. So that makes no sense. The flashback being so random. So it's nice at least that the other asshole set me straight while the other guy was trying to take me out. Pretty nice. That's what I call teamwork. Oh, what the hell? Okay, the corner exits are gonna be a torture right now. I mean, with the Aston Martin, they were already pretty hard, but with this thing, like, this is a pretty wild car. I mean, the fact that you can reach 300 kilometers per hour is proof enough. But at least the tires should resist. So here is the biggest issue with these endurance races. I will need to start braking sooner, because the rear tires being worn like that make it so I cannot brake that late. And that's something that I always have trouble with. Like changing the time I brake in every corner. So here I should start braking there on 150 probably. Yeah, most likely. Well, not to mention that here, with one of the front tires being green and the other being orange, it feels that it's trying to steer more to one side than the other. Very messed up. Oof. There is still like another lap after this. Not a full lap, but I don't know if I can stand if I can hold the first place for too long. Would be nice. Huh. Nice. He was forced to brake. I mean, that's the only way. If you want to get rid of your opponent, since crashing them yourself doesn't work, the only way is forcing them to rake like that. And even then, most of the times they don't just crash out. I have no clue what you say, but I don't give a fuck. I'm more worried about not crashing on my way to the finish, which, by the way, there is no finish. It's simply waiting for the time to go out, so it's not like I'm going to the finish. The finish is coming to me. Also 30 kilometers, nice. Got all those fireworks. I wouldn't be celebrating yet. Yeah, because of that. Then is that how it's gonna be in every single endurance? That I don't give a fuck. Eat shit. Fuck you. Nice. I didn't win, but at least the Raven was piece of shit didn't win. Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, that guy is most likely not gonna win the next one anyways. I'm assuming there are 2 endurances, right? Yeah. Yeah, there is another one. Alright, so that's fine. That's what matters. So, as you can see, well, right there I took him out. But to take him out, I had to specifically, like, take myself out as well, you know? Oh, wait, I saw a Nissan GTR, I think. It's pretty cool. That's the one I would want to drive. Wait, this is Yas Marina in reverse. Or maybe not. Is it? Can't tell. So I'm doing these corners pretty slowly. Taking my sweet ass time. According to the game, it's not that bad. You know, I am taking my sweet time, that's for sure. And the target is 150, so it's a long lap. No, I was right. It is Yas Marina in reverse. This might be one of the first racing games that I see, or at least racing games using real life tracks, that I see them using reverse versions so casually as a normal thing, even though it's not really normal at all. Okay, that was very good. And it was enough to stay first, nice. Okay, so choose as long. Well, actually, here's the thing. Yes, you wanna stay ahead of Raven West, but the guy that won was from the Kicker team or something, right? Just I don't know what his name was. I don't think. See, it wasn't that orange guy. They care more about beating the yellow guy. Already starting like this. So, isn't the Raven West guy the one using the Nissan? Yeah, it is. Just that it was like the bumpers make it look like a different car. I'm pretty sure that's the Nissan GTR. Can't believe these two assholes are using a car I like. Make me have mixed feelings about it. That I'm wearing down the tires a little bit too much. That sort of drifting is not... Yeah, like, that sort of stuff is a good way to destroy your tires. Well, yes, in fact, actually, if you look at the time remaining, my tires are gonna be close to 0 by the end of this. And that means that before they reach that, it will be impossible to drive on them. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. I didn't like those cones. Also, one thing, because here this reverse version of these tracks, like, I'm quite unfamiliar with them, but that's not an issue in this game if you use the, you know, there is the typical optimal line thingy that you can use to see where to go and when to brake. So if you're having trouble with that, you can just activate that. But if you care about the difficulty presets, in hard difficulty it's disabled by default. I don't know if in normal it's disabled or not. But then again, see, here's the thing, this is a game that even if you suck absolute balls at it, you even have an option that does kinda like the Mario Kart 8 thing, where the game pretty much brakes for you and does the corner for you. You have those sort of assist if you want to. You also, like, the thing is that anything like that, if you disable it, it gives you more experience every time you beat an event, so yeah. That's important too, you know? Well, I mean, it depends on how much you plan on doing. Like, if you plan on playing every single event in the game anyways, the experience that you get is irrelevant, because you will be able to play it all. In my case though, since I don't want to play every single thing and I simply want to, like, to get to the top of whatever experience you get or whatever. Yeah, ah, fuck. No, it's fine. You see, the thing is that we are kinda halfway through the race, but I'm also halfway through my tires. That's not good at all. Yeah, like
Rival is near the back of the pack.
the final, I mean, it's probably the same thing that happened in the previous one will happen in this one, but I will predict it will happen sooner. In the previous one it happened on like the last 20 seconds, well in this one it's probably gonna happen when there are like 2 minutes left or something. But maybe a little bit less than that, when there is 1 minute left. And what I'm trying to say is that be prepared to see a disaster unfold. At least I guess that will make this entertaining. Yeah, these endurance races are kind of like the opposite of entertaining, at least from a spectator point of view, because for me, the fact that I have to deal with worn tires makes it exciting, because it's hard to control this thing,
Rival is near the back of the pack.
which makes it relatively unique compared to the other categories. It's not like how hard it is to drive is something that you can feel as a viewer, so I will imagine that these endurance ones are probably the shittiest discipline to watch, because there is not any action. Like most of the times when I qualify in first place, so at that point it's simply keeping the position, so there are no overtakes or anything like that. But yeah, like the biggest appeal, which is the car being hard to drive, is something that you will not know. Well, I mean, when you see me spin out, you will like that. And the flashback didn't work. So I think at this rate it's very safe to assume that the flashback thing is simply an actual game engine bug that doesn't work because it's badly programmed, and that's it. Because there is no other explanation. Like, if it was the frame rate, unless I had to put 180 FPS, but that wasn't an option for what I remember. Because that's what the refresh rate of my monitor is. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. Also, isn't this a problem, this guy winning? I think that it probably is an issue. Because the difference between first and second is relatively severe. We will see. I don't know if he got third or fourth in the previous one, but that's the problem. If he got third, he most likely will win the tournament. I don't want to restart now though, this was long enough as it is. Yeah, there's no way I can overtake him now. Alright, so my tires are starting to blink. Just not good. Yeah, but what about me? Like, like, is this a result enough to win? Because here I feel that getting first... Wait, my tires are gonna blow up. What happens when it reaches 0? Like, do you game over? Because that's what's about to happen. It's right there, it's 1. Like, does the tires just pop? Well, it's on 0 now. It hasn't popped yet.
Well done, you beat your event rival.
Alright, so my question is, do I win the championship? I think I don't.
Unlucky, that's just too close.
Oh wow, I actually did. So it's possible that Nathan got 4th place in the previous one. Wait, so did we lose as a team? What was the objective? Because, I mean, we got 3rd place, but do you want a 2nd place?
You've made a real impact in this discipline.
No, it's
only
fine.
going to get tougher from here, but
You
you've
just
shown
wanted
you've
to
got what it
stay
takes.
ahead of a Monster Energy. Okay, well, got it, I guess. So here, I guess we can do one more event with open wheel. Though, how is it gonna be with open wheel? Is it gonna be Formula 2? I mean, it says Formula V, but that's not a thing, or maybe it is. I don't know. Well, we will check. Okay, Racer here has the best one, best experience. The Lola. Oh yeah, I remember there being a Lola car in the first grid, but I wonder. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure maybe they don't have the rights to the Formula 3 or Formula 2 competitions, but yeah, I don't think there is a Formula V, right, in real life. Could be wrong. I think that this is supposed to be Formula 2. Though, the question there is if the final category is Formula 1, that would be pretty cool. Also, this thing has very clearly way more downforce than the Formula 3 car. You can probably notice it just by looking at it, but this thing is steering super well. You see how quickly you can do this shit. Though obviously you can still lose control at the corner exits, but yeah, like this has nothing to do with the Formula 3 car. Like, it's a lot more crazy to drive. So it's gonna take a while to get used to it. It feels very snappy, right? Like it snaps pretty quickly where you wanna go, but I'm usually not used to do that with any car. I mean, Formula cars are kinda special, but the thing is that the Formula 3 car didn't really feel much different than any of the other categories, but this one does feel quite different. Like, very, very different. That was bad. How is this? That's probably not third at the end. Oh wow, that was worse than I thought. 10th place, really? Well, something tells me you're not winning this one. But keep in mind that that qualification stays for the 2 races, no matter how good you do on the first race. Well, at least it's 4 laps, so you have quite some time, but I have my doubts. But at least the beginning you have a lot of room to overtake. Okay, that works somehow. Oof, okay. Even movements like that where you immediately dodge the guy that you have in front are possible with this thing. Pretty nice car, honestly. I don't know how the one in the faster category is gonna feel like, but this one feels nice. Well, I don't know if nice, it feels different, that's the thing, and that's what I appreciate. It's a car that actually feels more like a Formula car and not like a touring car with a different skin, you know? To mention, the AI doesn't seem to be doing that fast with this. Like, they are not really using it to its highest potential. Okay, well, I guess I also am not It's fine. As I say, we have 4 laps. That's more than enough to secure the
Nice
lead.
work on the first lap. You're in second place.
Yeah, the hardest thing is the corner exit. Just like it was with Formula 3, as you can see. Okay, at least you let me flash back there, which I'm very grateful. 'Cause, yeah, I don't think I could have recovered that. Maybe I would, but didn't want to take my chances. I've been saying I'm having trouble keeping up with Mr. Raven was here.
Your event rival is near the back of the pack.
Ah, shit. I really am having trouble keeping up with him, and I was saying that the AI couldn't make full use of this. I think I was wrong. They're actually not doing bad. I mean, I'm also not doing bad, but they certainly aren't either. Okay, and I actually did this corner properly. Nice. Well, survive the second half of this, and you should be fine. Surely. Oh wow. Yeah, I did that quite slow to be fair. Yeah, and that one, okay. I'm thinking these corners are slower than they actually are. Basically, the rule of thumb here is that it's possible that using manual transmission here will make the corner exits easier, because here what's making me lose control at corner exits is if I'm steering and the car upshifts at the same time, like you completely lose control. That's one of the times where using manual transmission will benefit. The problem with manual transmission is every other time. Like, yeah, it's pretty nice in corner exits, but then you have to remember doing that in the whole race. I think the hardest part is when you're in a fast corner and you need to upshift. Like, you need to pay a lot of attention to a fast corner, but if you also have to pay attention to the gears, it makes it very hard to do. Okay, so remember here, speaking of fast corners, all of these are fast corners. Do not brake like they were a hairpin. They are not. At least one brake a little bit, because otherwise it's straight to the wall. So far it seems that all of these cars... Well, I don't remember, the touring car, did it reach 300 kilometers per hour? I don't remember. But this one does. This one can casually reach that. It seems that, though, that, if anything, makes me scared about the next category. If this is what this category can reach, how much is the next one gonna reach? I wonder. Okay, got it. Well, that took 7 minutes.
Beat your event rival
And the
won
issue with
round.
that
Keep it up.
is that you will have to do the exact same race
That round by
now.
a fraction.
Again. You know? That's what really, really sucks. Like, for what reason? Wait, what's the wait, it's 3 laps now?
Position 10, and your teammate is 16th on the grid.
Wait, this is another one actually. Oh, okay. Wait, but why didn't you do this last time? Unless it's the same one and I'm a moron, but no, I don't think it's the same one. Is it? No, it is. But wait, why does it feel different? Or no, I am a moron. It's... Well, okay, I think that regardless I am a moron no matter what, then that thing flies. He's still in the race after that, nice. Pretty cool immortality, but... Okay, there's something weird here. Why does the camera feel so different? It is the same track, but it feels different because of the camera, but the camera didn't change. Okay, there's something I don't understand here. But yeah, I think it is the same track. It's also weird that it's a shorter race. It's 3 laps instead of 4. Which, I mean, I appreciate, but that's the first time, isn't it? Not to mention, as I said before about Formula 3, that in Formula 3 you have 2 races each weekend. One is a sprint race, and the other one is a full-length race. So here it will kind of be the opposite, like the first race was the long one and the second one was the short one. This is getting a little bit confusing, but yeah, the most confusing thing is that it is the same track, but somehow the camera feels different. Like the camera is lower, but it's not, like it cannot be lower, it's not possible. So yeah, I'm afraid that... Was I a victim of an illusion? Or what's going on here? Yeah. Thankfully that penalty didn't do anything. Now the issue is that these 2 guys, for whatever reason, are a little bit too far this time. So I'm not sure if I can reach them. And we have 1 less lap than last time, so maybe it's not that possible to reach them. Well, if you bother each other, I would appreciate it. Like, come on, fight. You are rivals. You are more than teammates, you're rivals here. So yeah, try to one-up each other. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm reaching them. If there were 2 more laps maybe, but... Yeah, I don't think it's happening. But keep in mind that there is like another race, well, 2 other races after this one, so even if I get 3rd place here, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I will need to do better on the next ones. I think that here I'm also simply just losing a lot of speed on this fast corners. Like, there's not much I can do about them against these guys. I'm surprised the previous race went so well and this one is going so badly. They just escape. They just escape me completely. Effortlessly even. Well, not like 3 seconds is a lot, but I mean, not a lot compared to that other time that it was like 10 seconds, but okay, so how is this result?
Well done, you beat your event rival.
Yeah, but I'm more interested on my standings.
Looking positive to hit the team target.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, again, like, it's only the first event. There is another one now. Pretty annoying that I couldn't do as well. Also, maybe I should leave the stream here, I think. Well, I could also just do this. It's in Spa-Francorchamps. Do I feel like doing this now? How many laps? 3 laps? Nah, I feel like I'll leave this for next time. I think I prefer doing that. And, well, I have to do well on these 2 races if I want to win the championship. I believe in myself, I think, hopefully. But yeah, that will be it for me for today. So, yep, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So, have a good one and take care.